Well, hello, hello. We are gonna be jumping right into it here in just a moment. Just gonna give people a second to settle in. But we will be jumping right into a nice little foresty scene today for Easter. So, hello, Odin, and let's see who else we got in here. Mike, just beautiful Sam. Hello, hello. So, alrighty. So, why don't we jump right in here? I'm just going to grab some of my Indian yellow. Just a little bit. And we're just going to come right in here. We'll start right over here. Come all the way over, little by little. Brightening up this area we've got. Probably, I don't know, to about right there. Seems about right, I think. I just have some sap green and what was it? Phthalo blue. Sap green and phthalo blue as my undercolors today. We're just lightening it up with a little bit of Indian yellow. Nothing too crazy. Simple. We'll do that one more time. Come on. Right down here. Alrighty. And we should probably brighten up the bottom a little bit. But we're gonna get there. We're just not there yet. So I'm going to take my fan brush. I'm here today. You are here today. Welcome. Oh, and Mr. Frog is here. Hello, hello. So we're going to take a little bit of my shadow color and we're going to take just a hair of titanium white just to lighten it up a little bit. And we're going to throw some trees in the background here. So... hang on, dear boots. I'm gonna come back one more time, just one final. Got a wiggly easel today, guys. I don't know what it is about it. There we go. I like that a lot better. I'm just gonna brighten that up just a hair. Just a hair more. Makes a difference though. I'll blend that out. There we go. Now I'm going to throw some background trees out there. I don't know how many. A few. A few at least. So, I'm going to just start with giving them that initial shade. We can come back in. We can add branches or something. Probably definitely going to add branches and whatnot. So. But we're going to start with something simple. We'll maybe do this one a little bit thicker. We're not going to go all the way down yet. I'm going to put some grass and some bushy bits down there. So, maybe. Come in here with this guy. He has like all these little, we have a baby pine tree. We'll make him a little taller. How about like that? And then we're going to start getting some branches into these other little trees here. I'm going to put some grass down, some bushes. Yeah. This is just something in the background for your eyes to catch. Where's my good old bush brush? It's right here. We're just going to go ahead, we're going to throw in a couple little bushes here. We'll give it some grass too, just you see. Just you wait. How are we all doing today, though? How is everybody on this fine Easter? Does anyone do anything today? Anyone eat a good dessert? Today's a good day for dessert and ham. So, you guys should tell me. What? Actually, why don't we just generalize the question? What was the favorite thing you ate today? What was it? We're going to start putting some branches on these trees while you let me know. Branches and sticks. That's what we're about to be doing. Great. Pie. Oh, that was the one thing missing from today for me. We didn't have any pie. But I also didn't have to make anything, so I really can't complain. We're not going to get too crazy with these trees either, because these, like I said, these are just hanging out in the background. Sometimes they're going to have long branches, sometimes they're going to have short ones. Sometimes the branches are going to come say hello to these other branches. Who knows? Deviled eggs. Oh, I also love deviled eggs. I didn't have any today though. I should make some though. Maybe I'll just for funsies make some tomorrow just because, oh, I do love me some deviled eggs. I really do. Those are some solid things though, guys. So, throw some more little branchy bits out there. Just off here in the background, hanging out. You'll see, there's gonna be more stuff. I'm gonna see if I can't kind of take this forest and make it somewhat little Easter themes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have a plan. I just got to do the thing. Time will tell. It will. We're just just gonna add, I'm gonna darken that up a little bit. Take this and just add a couple little highlights. And with the same brush, add some grass. We'll give our little background tree there some love too, don't worry. Don't you worry. Carry the grass all the way over. There will be some stuff in front of this grass, but there also has to be somewhere for the things in front to be in front of. Crazy, I know. Yeah, something about like that. We're going to clean off our fan brush. We're going to give some highlights to our bits back there, the trees and the sticks and all that good stuff. And I'm going to drop in our river here soon too. At the start of it anyway. Start of that river. Oh, okay, we'll get some highlights on this guy here. It's a little bright. I'm going to throw some green in there. I suppose it can be a little bright. It doesn't have to be the most toned down thing, but try to keep this one just on the simpler side. Come get that same color. We'll just kind of touch in a couple bright spots here and there. Thin paint sticks with thin paint. That's kind of all we're doing. Taking a slightly thinner highlight color, and we're just letting some of that paint fall off here and there on our little trees. Not everywhere though. There we go. Change the angle. That works a little bit quicker. Doesn't have to be fast, but every now and again it just feels like it's taking up some time. We just need to come in here for a couple quick little bits. We are going to call these trees sufficiently highlighted because they're just back there hanging out. Good evening, just checking in before bed. Looks like the start of another great painting. Why, thank you, Medieval. Hopefully so. I'm going to come in here with our handy dandy palette knife. I'm going to grab some titanium white, which it looks like I need a little bit more of that on my palette, but I got enough to get started anyway. Started with what I want to do. So we're just gonna leave a little bit of room. I'm gonna start coming in here. And we'll kind of, I'm gonna take a 2-inch brush to this as well, so this is just the start. come in a little closer up here too, why not? So, I need a clean, dry brush though, so I'm going to clean my brush and dry it off. And this is where some of this is going to start actually taking shape and making sense too. It will. Watch. Too worried about what's over there, but for the sake of blending, it's gonna have some over there. Alright, we did our vertical. We're gonna come horizontal. Cozy on up to that little grassy area. Close as we can get without messing with it too much. And because I personally think it needs to come down a little further, I'm going to bring it down a little further. So we're just going to kind of give ourselves a little bit more, a little bit more to fuss with. And now we're going to get into probably the first actual like close-up tree. Clean off our 1-inch brush. I'm going to grab our nice dark shadow color and tap in. So let's see, I want this to kind of come around, so why don't we start kind of right about like that. This one comes a little bit higher, and have some kind of coming over this way. We're going to bring it around and up. Making sure there's nice darkness on the outside. There's a big old tree. Not every spot has to be the same level of darkness, but you do want to make sure that it's nice and covered. So, I'm going to grab my liquid white and a little bit of, I think it's just yellow ochre. Mix that in with a little bit of our sap green. I'm just going to mix it right on my brush. Let's see. we've got a nice color here. I'm going to start over here, over this way. You shouldn't need a lot of pressure, just a little bit. The paint on the canvas should just take off what it needs. Back and forth, back and forth. A little bit over here, a little bit over there. And I have just a little bit of paint on my brush. That's when I'm going to kind of do these shadowy areas. Scoop my little paint pile here kind of back into existence. It got a little flat, so we're just putting her back in there. Nothing too crazy. Same thing, then we're kind of tapping that in. We're going to come out here. Inside, outside, outside, inside. Kind of do these little baby highlights. And suddenly we're going to have a super cool little tree. Well, maybe not so little, but super cool tree back here. And it now looks a lot closer compared to everything else. We're going to add some sticks. Which is just going to be really just some titanium white. Liquid white, which is still technically titanium white. It's just thinner, really. That's all. Now, we'll pop some sticks in there. Coming out of the shadows. Kind of popping right up under our little leafy bits. And with any luck, like I said, I want to kind of add some little Easter eggs, so to speak. And our liquid white will be instrumental in doing that. So, we'll have to see how that goes. Maybe this branch breaks away a little bit. Comes out from the tree. Do 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 do. There we go. Branch over here, branch over there. Here a branch, there a branch, everywhere a branch, branch. Right there, right there, right there, right there. You can have as many sticks or as few as you want. You can kind of cut through some of those highlights too. Not too many. I wouldn't recommend doing that to every highlight, but you can kind of take some and come up in front of it just a little bit. just want to. Alrighty. So we're going to take a little bit, just a little bit of our liquid white. We're going to mix in some regular old titanium white. We are going to come in front of that Spring Serenity. Ooh, that would be a delightful title. It would be. We're going to come in front of this. Don't worry, we're going to come back, but we're going to do something with this. Don't you worry. So. Because that would be an awfully steep angle for our river to fall if it just went. But come back in front of that. Kind of poke it up a little bit here and there. And now we have what looks like just some little land that just kind of happens to live just to the inside of our little forcing. And all we do with this is pull it out a little bit and brush it back in a little bit. Soften that up a little bit. Easy peasy. We did kind of grab our bush a little bit, and then, whoops, all better. Look at that. And then these ones get highlights too. In the same fashion, just kind of left and right. Really have some land for that to sit on. And throw in a few more sticks here too. There. Easy, easy. I'm going to take some of that liquid white. Let's see. I can't. A little brush here. More of an indication of land right back here. Somewhere over there, something to sit. Maybe back here we just kind of start. I just want like almost like a little back glow. do another little bright spot. For the color, we'll do something with that here. We are experimenting. Then we'll take this little, make like a little pinky color. A little bit of white, a little bit of something that will hopefully stand out just a little bit. And the white stands out best. White it is. I'll come back in there. There we go. It's Easter. I think there's probably some eggs out there. Wouldn't you think? So we're not going to get too crazy. We'll throw a couple more in there, here and there. A couple more. As we go. Get my fan brush back out here, clean it up, and put some pine trees out there, and then we'll see kind of where perhaps the next couple will live. Maybe we'll even sneak a couple little bunny ears in there, who knows? We'll see. In the meantime, we are going to come way down here. Well, for the sake of getting the ribbon done, I'll put those branches up there. I'll have to, when I remove the tape, I'll have to go and do that more proper. Put it back. In this big old pine tree. And naturally, some of the stuff we put in before is going to start looking further away. As is intended. Let's round out this here. And why don't we leave a little bit of trunk exposed? I'll probably end up putting 2 trees over here too, because I did kind of leave myself room for 2 trees, so 2 big old pine trees. Seems about right, I think. and bushes and things. All that good stuff. Iron gets tired doing this apparently. It'll work out. Make some decisions about where I think the last of my bushes are going to live. Maybe some grassy bits. Tuck that in there. Something about like that for the bushes, and we'll come back in here with one more pine tree. One more pine tree. Maybe this one isn't as tall, isn't as big. It lives right here. And we will be titling this together, guys. I know we still have a little bit of time left, but you might want to get those gears turning. Get to thinking what might be a good title for this. And then we'll pick one together. It'll be fun. I'll probably start fluffing out the bottom here, though. Really coming in here. So, before I highlight this, I'm going to have to take off some of the tape so that I actually have the space. Oh, look at me, I'm being so bad. I didn't even. Surprised nobody caught that. There we go. It wasn't even properly in there. Breaking rules today, guys. So we're gonna have to put the top of that tree back. We knew that. That's nothing out of the ordinary. And we're going to have to put the top of this one pine tree back as well. Nothing else. Y'all can stay there though. I just want this piece. Just that piece for now. Put my glove back on. Whispers of the Verdant Flow. Ooh, pretty. I like how that sounds. I do. So, anyway, why don't we put the tops of our trees back, huh? This one went and gave itself a haircut. We can't have that. Not forever, anyway. So we'll just go put the top of our tree back in. Easy peasy. Look at that. It's done. It took what, 2 seconds? Yep. Swap out that little bit right there. Boom. And this other one really didn't have much. It was just like the tiniest little, barely peeking out there. all we really did for that one. Just popped up the top a little bit. Alrighty. Clean off that palette knife a little bit. Come get some of the brown color. Put some trunk indications on there. Nothing too crazy there. Maybe we'll even put just a couple. Give this one a couple little here and there's. Why not? The rushing rivers return, echoes of lush serenity, sylvan serenade, all of those sound delightful. They sound very delightful. Why don't we start popping in some highlights on these guys, and then we can kind of finish out our little scene here. Maybe throw in a couple little river mini waterfalls, we'll call them. Throw in a couple more little Easter eggs, quite literally. I'm just going to use the corner of the brush here. Just while we're at the top here. I don't know. I was originally going to paint like a little seascape today, but then I'm thinking it's Easter, and I feel like a forest scene is a little bit more appropriate. In my mind, anyway. I'll flip the brush over. I'm gonna go grab my highlight color again and come back at it, because obviously we have a lot more tree left. Making sure we don't get rid of all of our darkness, we need the shadows. Just as much as we need the highlighty bits. They work together quite nicely, really. Load that brush up again. We need bunnies. I might put like a bunny, maybe two, we'll see. I was thinking of just doing like maybe like a little silhouette or like just like a simple bunny, nothing too crazy. I'm not usually one for painting animals, but I figured it's Easter. I think I can kind of do like a little simple bun. I just haven't really fully decided on where little hippity hopper was gonna live. Wee little hippity hopper. wanted to make sure I got my tree highlights in there before I got too carried away with worrying about the little bun bun. Buddy up with our tree over here, leaving enough shadows that they still look like their own trees. They're individuals, they're not one tree blob. I gotta do, I should have taken this guy too. I'll just put some of that little guy back. He breaks the border ever so slightly right there. We'll leave him like that. He just breaks it a little bit. Maybe a little bit. And then we're just gonna come in here, focus on these closer spots. I don't wanna be concerned about what's over there. I don't, not yet. I'm not gonna be worried about that. Maybe you guys are ready to be worried about that. I'm not ready to be worried about that. Go grab a little bit of that liquid white, a little bit of that titanium white. So we're just gonna make a little bit of land right here. Gotta have stuff for things to live. They need to sit somewhere. All right. So, I'm just gonna think about this a little bit because I know I want some sticks. Do that first. That part's easy. They come out of here from just about every which way. Don't normally have. Let's see. And see if we can't get that to stand out enough. We might need to brighten that one up with a little bit more white. Make that color just a little bit brighter. A little bit. There we go. That stand out. We've got another little bit of color. We'll put another one right there. Let's see. make that one just a little bit different. Nothing too crazy though. Now, Mr. Bun Bun should probably live in here somewhere. Now, I was kind of thinking of putting him towards the back. But I feel like I should just have like a little simple white bunny is kind of what I was thinking. Just a simple little guy hanging out back there. Let's see. So I gotta make sure I have nice clean paint. A nice clean brush. I'm just gonna be a little simple guy though. We're not getting too crazy with this guy. We just need him to live somewhere. Maybe he's kind of poking out right there. I'm gonna get the simple shape here first. So. Just give it a second. He looks a little green right now. We'll brighten him up though. Just give it a second. We'll put little Bun Bun kind of right back in there. Little Peter Rabbit. Let's go. Coming out though. Starting to exist back there. You guys might not be able to see him super clearly, but I promise this little guy certainly lives back here. He even has one floppy ear. One little flopper. Far away little guy. He has taken on a little bit of the color of the forest, but I feel like somehow that makes sense. I can see it. There you go. Little Bun Bun. Now he's probably not going to have the most distinct eye from that distance, but I might even be able to just give him just a tiny little. Boop. It's in there. Let's see. I just take. It's in there. You gotta trust me. It lives in there. Just a tiny little Bun Bun hanging out in the grass. Yay, a punny puzzle piece? Not yet, but yes. We will be keeping an eye out for that. Since TikTok apparently isn't done torturing me with the darn thing. mildly a pain in the butt, not gonna lie. So we got a few eggs on the scene, and I definitely still want to add a few little little bits into my water. Whew. Words, guys, words. No puzzle piece yet. I just want to kind of start coming in here. Maybe one fell over this way. Little baby falls in the river. There's probably rocks there. That's what I'm thinking. In my mind, there's just some rocks in the river. And the water is falling over it. Just here and there. So it kind of meets up over here. Kind of falling down into this area. Maybe we'll just have one more baby little one. Bring this back that way. Something about like that, just a simple, nothing crazy little fun time Easter painting. Take my gloves off, take the rest of this tape off. Owie, 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 owie. Right there. Pretty neato burrito. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, heck and heck. Got it. Between you, Mr. Frog, and Odin, I appreciate you guys. You are very, very helpful. But look at that. Little itty bitty bun in the background, a few little eggs here and there. It's nothing too crazy, it's just got like a little hint of Easter in it, but I think it's a delightful little painting. But I should probably put my name on or something, I don't know. Should probably sign it, you know. And then we gotta pick a title, guys. We have to sign it, date it, pick a title. I gotta do these things. is necessary. I gotta locate my little Sharpie here because apparently I have. Oh, I went and put it somewhere. Apparently, anyway. Oh, there it is. I found it. I love it. It's adorable. Thank you. 420, 129. Beautiful. That's the important information to get us started. And then we'll have to pick a title from amongst the suggestions. Take off this little bit of tape because it tore. Showing you guys my dirty closet, which I don't have because there's really nothing in my closet. Just some hanging shirts. Alrighty, so I've got my Sharpie. I'm going to sign my name. And April 20th, 2025. And Misty Pines Reflection Kaleidoscope of the Forest. It is 129, yes. It is painting 129 because I did 128 on Saturday with Mr. Good Old Paint with Josh. And this painting here did a couple of things for me. Kind of let me see how much of that I really absorbed, and it allowed me to do a cute little, we're not ready yet, cute little Easter scene. We gotta pick our title. Let's scroll back to Whence Before They Came. We'll do a scroll and drop. Scroll and stop. Ooh, Emerald Reflections. I didn't even see that one come down. I think you should be able to pin that, Odin. I got paint all over my hands. Emerald Reflections. That sounds so pretty. That is so pretty. Yeah, I definitely got paint all over my hand. So I'm going to put some gloves on before I touch my painting again. Clean ones. That's what they're here for. So, and then we'll flip around this little painting and aggravate every single cut on my hands. Worth it. There we go. Look at that. A delightful little foresty scene. And just shy of 7,000 likes, so you guys have been kicking butt and taking names apparently in that department. And I got one little flower gift. I missed who sent it, but thank you if you're still here. I appreciate that. Get a little caught up in what I'm doing. This was a fun little scene, and I kind of like that it almost looks like the bunny hopped back there towards the, maybe he started over here and he's leaving an egg and he's kind of making his way across the river. Little Bun Bun. He's got stuff to do. Beautiful. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Mr. Frog. Appreciate you guys. So, today is Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, so tomorrow through Thursday I'll be back 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be updating my Etsy store as well. I had a placeholder. I can't even think of it. Oh, yep, words are not my friend today. I had a placeholder image on my Etsy store before I put you know, just like TikTok live painting, just kind of to get the bones of the upload up there. So I'll upload it with all the pictures and fineries after the show. Looks amazing. Oh, Miguel sent the rose. I'll have to thank him next time I see him in. And thank you, Odin. So this was delightful. But yeah, I'll update my Etsy store in earnest with the picture now that I have a completed painting to take a picture of to put in my store. And I will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 9 on the east, 7 on the west, possibly 6 if you're far enough. But I'll be back tomorrow with whatever I feel like. Maybe I'll do that seascape tomorrow. Or a mountain. Maybe both. Who knows? God, Kevin Tom, for sure. I appreciate it. I can't be here tomorrow. We will miss you tomorrow then, Odin, and we will see you next time. I don't even know if I've got Mel tomorrow. We'll have to see. We'll see who pops in. But have a good night, everyone, and have a happy Easter. What's left of it, anyway. It's buggy. Oh, I might have just jostled my camera if that's what you guys are talking about. Sorry. Oh, I have 12,000 likes. It does not show me 12,000. I like 12 a lot better than 7.